evening, and welcome to Thriller Theater's Indiegogo campaign. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Sharon Von Rottingham. Tonight we have Artistic Director Tabitha Rocks here to tell us a little bit more about Thriller Theater. Good evening, Tabitha. How are you?
Oh, thanks for asking, Sharon. I'm delightful. How are you?
I've had better days. So first of all, tell us a little bit about Thriller Theater.
Well, ever since I was a kid, I have loved murder mysteries and thrillers. I blame that on Scooby-Doo.
I love that show too.
Also, I remember watching Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys on Sunday morning. My favorite movie of all time is Clue, and my ultimate hero is Columbo. All this influenced me to start my own theater company.
And another thing, ma'am. Oh, but seriously, why theater? You haven't fully answered my question.
Well, Sharon, I've been involved with the theater community here in Central Florida and back in Ohio for over 20 years. I started out acting and eventually got into producing. I've always wanted to start my own theater company that solely focuses on murder mysteries and thrillers, both comedies and dramas. Besides, it's up to us to keep the arts alive in our communities.
So tell us a little bit about Thriller Theater. What will your season consist of?
Thriller Theater will have a 3-show season with only 3 performances each show. Our season will begin in September of this year. Also, we will always end our season with a classic play. Think Agatha Christie, Hitchcock. Also, something very neat, we're going to let our fans vote on what our classic will be. Unfortunately, putting on a community theater production is not cheap.
Well, let our viewers out there know what expenses Thriller Theater will expect while putting on a production and how they can help.
Well, first and foremost, we have to buy the rights to the production we wish to do. The average cost is $75 per performance. Times that by 3, and that's $225 right off the bat. Then we have theater rental, liability insurance, and marketing costs. Add on a little extra for set design, props, and costumes, and you're looking at a cool But you can help by donating today. Every little bit helps. All donations will go towards our first production of our 2012-13 season, the award-winning Art of Murder by Joe DiPietro.
Very interesting. Out of curiosity, what will the second show of your season be? Your last show will be a classic, right?
Right, Sharon. Our second show of the season will actually be an original murder mystery titled Centerpiece by local playwright John Reed Adams. And yes, our last show will always be a classic voted on by our fans. But you must like our Facebook page to keep in the loop. After all, we wouldn't be Thriller Theater without a little suspense.
Got that right. Are you a bona fide nonprofit organization?
We are totally working on that right now. By the time this video airs, it may be done already. If you need the tax deduction, like our Facebook page and we'll announce it as soon as possible.
You're not a nonprofit yet? You guys are pathetic.
Thanks, Sharon. Like I said, every little bit helps.
Well, thank you so much, Tabitha, for coming out and taking the time to explain to us a little more about Thriller Theater.
Well, we need money, so I had no choice.
Please help out by donating whatever you can and share this video with your friends and family. Thanks and have a great night.
Tiptoe through the window, all the windows, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.